Mamoru.
Good evening, Bante.
Sensei not in today.
He's busy.
As the chronox days, weeks, very busy, he says.
Okay. So we can start now. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Sadhu, sadhu. So, good evening to all of you. Today, we shall continue our discussion on Chatu. Chatu Ariya Satcha. I gave you Four Noble Truth. Last week we had, right? Dukkha, Samudaya, Nirodha, Magga, Satcha. Four truths. So I gave you all the Pali words, and I also gave you certain discourses. The Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. Remember again, Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. You also can remember Satcha Vibhanga Sutta. Satcha Vibhanga is very good if you can read classification of truth. Classification of truth, right? And then also Satipatthana Sutta. But in Satipatthana Sutta, for your information, this comes under Dhammanupassana. Dhammanupassana. What kind of the dharma we should contemplate? What kind of dharma we should contemplate? Clear? Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. There is another one actually, Samma Ditti Sutta in Majjhima Nikaya. These discourses are very good. Even you can go into Ariya Pariyesana Sutta in Majjhima Nikaya. Ariya Pariyesana Sutta in Majjhima Nikaya. So, these are the references, because in my paper, your answer need to have some support from these discourses. These discourses. So we have seen Dukhhata, right? Dukhhata, suffering. And today, I'm going to have a new approach, right? It's actually anicca, anicca. You know the anitya? In Sanskrit, it is called anitya. It's also good to remember because it is mentioned in Vedic teaching, anityata, anityata, right? Dukhhata, anatmata. So this, today I want to discuss how Dukhhata lead to anicca, or because of anicca there is Dukhhata. Please remember, vice versa. Right? Now you see, I'll take one good example, right? Today, in Singapore paper, right? In Singapore paper, something very interesting, right? In Japan, earthquake, correct? You had earthquake, right? In Japan.
Yes, there was earthquaking night.
Where is it?
Basically in Kannada, I feel some extent.
Yeah, it's northeast past.
Yes, Mamoru. I
It's not,
saw in the which city?
well, near the Miyagi, Fukushima, those area. Similar to the 11th years ago, the big earthquake.
Yeah, big earthquake, right?
Yeah.
Big earthquake. So you see, what is this? What does it show? It shows anicca of the what? Earth. Right? Anicca of the earth. So what happened? Earth broke or shook, crack. Take note, it's very interesting. You don't need to use Japan, but earth, it's very solid, very stable. That's why people build houses, people build palaces, people build pagodas. See, right? Hiroko behind her head got pagoda, right? Big pagodas, right? So it's in the earth. You see, but earth broke, shake or shook or crack. So what happened? Building collapsed. People died. I saw a highway cracked, very solid highway, right? Broken into two, right? Broken, divided. today, then what happened? People cannot go, right? If building collapse, what happened? The people be buried underneath. Be buried underneath. So this is what. Now, our discussion is in a different way. What is it? The Buddha said, Jatipi Dukkha. Birth is suffering, right? Why did the Buddha say birth is suffering? Okay. Do you see anicca in this birth? Yes. Anicca in this birth. Why? Why did the Buddha say birth is suffering? Right? Why did Buddha say so? Right? Can you see? Very interesting. You don't need to go so far. You take the same statement. So the Buddha said, why it is suffering? Because it's impermanent. Birth leads to old age, right? Birth leads to old age. What is old age? What is it? It's decay. I gave you Pali words last week. I'm coming to it. Old age. I'm getting old. My tooth shaky, leg pain, cannot see Rahul properly today. Right? So that. So the Buddha said what? It is because of this birth. Birth, right? End up in suffering. Right? It's decay. That's why the Buddha said birth end up in suffering. And also the old age, some sickness, ill. Vyadhi, what we call roga. Can you look at Mamoru? A new approach. Early days, we look at, we say Jatipi Dukkha, Jarapi Dukkha, then Rupang anicca, Vedana anicca, Sanya anicca, Sankhara anicca, Vijnana anicca. The Buddha said, you know, when our birth take place, the birth carries impermanence, because day by day after birth, growth, we grew, and then slowly it leads to old age, decay. So remember, I gave you in Satipatthana Sutta the old age. Ya te san sattanam thamma satyanikāye jara jiranata kandiccang paliccang valityatata avino sandhani indriyanam paripako ayang uchyata uso jara. What does it mean, old age? It's actually becoming, this body is a total conversion. Total conversion. Right? Take note. We are taking actually what happened, the Dukkha Satya, the noble truth of suffering, the words, you can use it to show that the impermanence. And let us take the, the other one. The last one is Marana. Even I want to say, right, you can mention is no harm, Roga, what is happening, right? Whole world is sick. COVID or Corona. In Singapore, we are going to have nearly 1 million now, very soon. Still certain countries, I could see the number. Now Hong Kong is facing very tough. Korea. You look at it. Vyadhipi dukkho. What is this vyadhi? Corona. No, it's not only sick. Also, death, the sickness. In India, in America, you have seen in France, in Germany, huge death. It's really a disaster. So what did the sickness say, right? Please, I'm sick. Sick mean what? Shaky. Shaky. Inner anicchata. I give you simple way. Simple way. If I fall sick tomorrow, right? What does it mean? It is impermanence of my physical body. So the Buddha said, what? Rupang aniccham. The body is impermanent. Body is impermanent. Among the major statements, Maranam, death. See the death. What is death? I gave you last week, I gave you Pali statement. Yate sante san sattanan tamma tamma sattanikaya chuti. Death is what? Chuti. What is chuti? Departure. You mean what? Departure. I show you something. Can you see this photograph?
Yes, we can see.
All of you. See?
Yes, yes, yes.
All of you. Sayuri. I just come back. That's I told Madam Kalpana, right? Kalpana, Anupama, or Asupama, right?
Mm.
I told you I just went to see. It's quite interesting thing what happened. Last night, her son called me. She's 68 years old. You know, the son called me yesterday, said that mother is referring my name. She wants to see me before she die. Then I promised, because yesterday I had another funeral. These are the things I contemplate. Yesterday night at this hour, about another 2 hours time, about 9:30, I conduct a funeral service. You may see these are something you see. I'll show you that photograph, right? Can you see?
Yes.
He's very young, heart attack, just died suddenly.
Mm.
So I had funeral. Last night I was chanting about 10 o'clock. Then the son say, mother wants to see me. I mean, her wish, last wish, I say, sure, I'm coming today, as it was a bit late last night. So this early morning, son called me about 8:30, said that mother passed away. Mother died.
Mm.
Then he asked me, can I come? Then I rushed. I canceled all my programs. I went to see. I just went to, as I told Madam, I may be a bit late because the body, dead body just come. I went to chant for her before putting into the coffin. So that's what called chutti, departure. No more. And then also look at the khandhanang bhedo. Khandhanam bhedo mean what? division. Division of faculty. Division of faculty. Andanam Vedo. What? Okay, that's very interesting. You can take, I'm giving you a bit of what is death according to the teaching of the Buddha. It tells us impermanence of our body, division of faculty. What is first? Right? Mind, consciousness, leaves body. See? Nama Rupa. Right? This is Nama Rupa. Khandanam Vedo. Nama is one khanda. Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vinyana. Rupa another khanda. Khandanam Vedo. Division. So when I went yesterday, the mother was living. Now, no life. Now, no life. So the Buddha said what? It's just a moment. You know that young photograph I show you, right? He went for hiking because in Singapore there is a park. And he went for walking and he walked and collapsed, died. Very instant. It's a moment. Right? You know, Hiroko, recently in a shopping center, very interesting. First time I saw, I thought like Rahul, right? A man standing like that, no moving. You know what happened? He died. He died and just standing like that. So the people come and touch and all those things, nothing cannot. Then what happened? Normally when people die, they lie down. But here, standing and died already. But he didn't collapse. So the next moment they brought stretcher and then carried the body. So this is what is called marana. Death is a major. If the moment you hear the word death, right? It is the major anicchata. Birth is impermanent. Old age is impermanent. Sickness means impermanent. So it can go into, what is it called? Nama Rupa separated. What happened? Death means what? Separation of mind and body. Why did it separate? It's the same thing like this morning. So you see in Japan, right? Suddenly shake. So the road divided. Right? It was one piece. It was one piece of highway. I can't remember the city. And then now two piece. This is called Khandanam Vedo. What happened? What's the other thing? all these sense doors disappear, the reaction except mind. Ayatana, ayatana. And what else? Remember, I gave you the word, right? You must remember. Kalebara. You know, quite interesting thing. What is it? Right? Kalebara mean what? Dead body. If I die, right? You are not going to say Bante Gunaratana. You are going to say Bante's body is coming. We call it dead body. We don't use any more name. Right, Rahul?
Yes.
Suddenly you die.
Mm.
Your body is in a coffin. So body come into the house. Nobody say that Rahul coming.
Yes.
But we say, wow, dead body is coming. Can you see the changes? That's called Kalebarasa Nikkepu. And if die, and what happened? Just throw. Either cremate or bury. Even after cremation, you take the ashes and take into the sea. Have you seen it? If I die, right? That's what it's called, right? Dead body. Quite interesting. I saw even, what is it called, the many words had been given. Another day I give you. Have you seen it now? Okay, see. Jati, Jara, Vyadhi, Marana. Right? Birth, old age, sickness, death. Right? These major events of life show anicca. That's why the Buddha said, interesting, eh? You must support your answer like this. Yam pana dukkhaṃ taṃ aniccaṃ. Yam pana aniccaṃ taṃ dukkhaṃ. Look at this other way around I am giving you. If there's any pain or suffering, injury, lamentation, grief, the Buddha said what? It is because of impermanence. It is because of impermanence. Quite interesting. You must look at it. Anicca dukkha. I'm giving you a very interesting Dhamma point for you to remember. Anicca and dukkha. And even look at this COVID-19. Show what? Tell what? Teach what? What does it teach? Right? Anicchata and Dukhhata. Okay. Right? Appiya Sampayoga. What is Appiya Sampayoga? Yes. Anyone can answer what is Appiya Sampayoga and also Piya Vipayoga.
Separation from beloved one.
Appiya Sampayoga.
Appear
Separate. Appear Sampayoga means association of those whom we won't
dislike.
dislike.
Whom you dislike?
It may be person, place, or anything.
Person, place, things,
Situation.
situations, food.
Yes, yes, yes. Then Sampayoga means what?
Sampayoga means together.
Yeah, Sampayoga means association.
Association.
Vipayoga means what?
Separation of
Disassociation.
disassociation.
Association and disassociation. You see what happened? Appiya Sampayoga means what? It's something we don't like, but it happened. This is impermanent. I don't have control over it. I don't want, but it's in my vicinity. Do you like earthquake?
No.
No? Sayuri, you like quake? Don't like? Right?
Never. I never.
Then today, what do you feel? All of you feel sad. Even the world, that's why today I saw in the paper, a big photograph, your highway cracked in Singapore. So what is this? We don't want shake. That's Appiya Sampayo. This earthquake is Appiya Sampayo. This sickness is Appiya Sampayo. This, what is it called, cyclone is Appiya Sampayo. Right? Now you look at what is happening in Russia and Ukraine, right? Appiya Sampayo. Ukraine people know what Russians are, right? They are coming and they are giving so much, so they don't want. They call whole world, please don't ask them to, don't ask them to, don't let them come in, but no choice. So what happened? Almost 1 month, right? Another few days time, it's going to be 1 month they are suffering. Appiya Sampayo. And also what happened? A lot of children, elderly people died. Piya Vipayoga, that's why you see crying. Just now, the mother's body came. When came in, I heard that young girls, there were 3 children, they were screaming, they were crying, right? It's quite interesting. I've just given you, right? When mother's body arrived, all the children cried loudly. This is Piya Vipayoga. Piya Vipayoga. She's the most beloved person in our life, but she died so early, only 68 years old, quite young. That's why the best example, when as I told you, COVID, what is COVID? Oh, we don't want. That's why I give you in Satipatthana Sutta. This is what the people Swiss, Aho Vata Mayang Na Marana Dhamma Assam. Please, I do not want to listen. I don't want to listen the word death. Death. Please do not come to me. So the Buddha said, you must remember this is in Satipatthana Sutta. But this comes with what? Yam api ichang na labhati tampi dukkhang. I'm just bringing it. I don't like to die. I don't want to get sick. Right? I don't want to grow old, but it happens. So the Buddha said, we ordinary people, we do not like. We do not like to grow or to show. Also, Soka, Parideva, Dukkha, Domanassa. You just look at Domanassa. Domanasa means do manas, painful mind. Why painful? Is, sorry, due to loss. What is loss? Change of mind, thought. When thoughts change, we feel very sad. Remember last time, right? We had Keiko, right? Can't, so still didn't see Keiko, right? So sad, right? Is it? That's what. Dumanas. And it also Tiyavipa Yoga. When Keiko is there, we were very happy, all of us, when we see each other. When we don't see our good friends, right? We feel sad. So sadness lead to, that's why, Soka Parideva Dukkha Domanasa, sad, lament, pain, mind unhappy. Hmm? Clear? Yang api channel sokan all those. I'm giving you something interesting, internal, inner nature of this Dukhhata. The Dukhhata itself has, what is it called? Anicca, impermanence. It's because of this change, because of these changes. Sankitena pancha upadana kanda dukkha. The Buddha said what? Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. Dukkham. Body is suffering, feeling is suffering, Vedana, perception is suffering, thoughts are suffering, consciousness is suffering. Is because, right? Is due to, it is due to change. That's why the Buddha said. Otherwise, we like this structure. I like my rupa. I like my feeling. I like my perception, my data, my, what is it called, knowledge, whatever I have, right? I like my thought. I like to think. I'm very happy about what am I thinking. But the Buddha said they are not permanent. They are not permanent. Upadhana kanta. That's why the Buddha said that he who, what is it called? Excessively, obsessively, extremely attached, addicted to this 5 skandhas is going to have so much of suffering. Why suffer? Because I do not understand the changing nature of my physical body. Right? Clear? Remember, can you see?
Yes.
Today, right? Take this because it is something, a new, how to say, the way of approaching this doctrine according to what did the Buddha said, this Dukhhata, these all those jati, jara. And I wanted to share with you another important thing. You know, when you say the birth is suffering, right? Okay, you share this point. There is another reason, right? What is it? Right? Why it is known as, what is it called? Birth is suffering. So the Buddha said, take one important, right? Buddhism, right, teaches 31 places of birth. What do we call 31 realms? 31 realms, 31 planes of existence. I'll give you one good example, right? It's quite simple, but keep it for your Dhamma knowledge, right? So you live in Japan, right? Very nice place, right? Have food, house, car, money, etc., etc. Right? Suppose if you die, where will you go? This is another important. That's another anicca, right? Today you are in Japan. You have no problem, food, transport, money, happy, right? Very good place. You die. So death means what? Right? Death, earlier we said what? Separate, right? Separate you from this land possible may take you to very suffering. No food, no, right? Nothing. See certain countries, right? So that's another thing. We need to be very careful because today we live in a country like I live in Singapore. We don't have any problem. We have enough and abundance of facility, a lot of food, a lot of drinks, a lot of money, a lot of houses, a lot of transport, health, so on and so forth. If I die, what will happen to me? If I'll be reborn in a remote country, no food, no drinks, no house, fighting. People are very cruel, right? And then vicious. Then what will happen? So another problem Buddha said, when death takes place, how are you going to judge your next life? Because, right? Buddhism says death is not the end of life, right? It is beginning of another life. Buddhism. Death is not the end. It is beginning of another life, right? How? When? Where? That's another change. If I die now like this, it may change my whole. I may be reborn in a very poor place, no food, no drink, no fighting and quarreling and all those things, bomb and this, that. So therefore also say that the death can cause major change of your destiny, your living place. Your living place. So sad. You know, I was just reading one of my best friend. This is another anicca. I read it to you. You know what I receive, I just exercise. You are receiving this health risk notice as a close contact of COVID-19. Ministry of Health just sent a message to my friend's house. Please stay at your place of accommodation and monitor your health. Take an ART self-test on 18/3/2022 and you should test ART negative before going out until and on 22nd. You see, Anichata is one of my very close friend in Singapore. Just test positive. So what happened? All the other family members also sent a notice. Have you seen it? This is what I say. You know, yesterday when I was giving a talk, right? I mean, to my, right, all of them, I mentioned about it. It says our physical body, we cannot guarantee our physical body that it will remain like that. But if I get COVID today, it means impermanent of this body. I'm healthy now. I'm talking, I move, I can sit, I can stand, right? But if I get COVID, sore throat, fever, and then my inner, what is it called? You take nose, right? You take something from the nose, right? Now only one red line. It become two red lines, right? When you check it, it means what? Inner impermanence. Your body is very shaky now. You cannot go out. It's very dangerous now. You can die at any moment. See? Clear? Okay. So we'll meet again next Friday. Share this with if Keiko, Hiroko, Sayuri, Mamoru, and then also Sensei. Wish you all health, wealth, protection, goodwill, good life. It's very challenging, very threatening world. May we all be free from this disaster. Yang kinchi vitang idhva hurangva saggi suayang rapanang panitang nano samang atti tathagatina idam pibuddhi ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu. Thanks all of you.
Sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much, Bante.
Good night. Take care.
Okay. How to say?
Control yes.
Where?
Control yes.
I say.
Control S is the save.
Not go to file.
Okay, file is also okay. File, save.
Reverse.
It's below.
Japan Vishidyalaya.
Save.
Japan.
Yes, it is saved.
Devananda Handru. This Bante from Hong Kong University.
Vandami Bhante ji.
Thank you. Save,
Yes, it is completed. Saved.
saved already.
Yes, yes, yes.
That means stop sharing.
Yes.
Don't want to see any more Rahul. Okay.
Okay,
See
one.
you. Bye.